She finally opened up. After days or weeks of silence, she actually talked to you. And you feel relief. You maybe even feel some hope. But here's what nobody tells you. The next 48 hours will determine whether she stays open to you or shuts down again. And sadly, most men blow it without even realizing what they did wrong. I'm Jim McKenzie, former lawyer turned marriage crisis coach. And I've seen hundreds of men get the breakthrough, feel the relief, and then watch it collapse all over again within 2 days. And that's not because they're bad husbands. It's because they don't understand what just happened and what needs to happen next. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 3 deadly mistakes that will undo your progress and the exact 3-step system to handle the moment after she opens up. This is critical because if you've just had a breakthrough conversation or you're preparing for that big one, what you need to do in the next 48 hours matters more than the breakthrough itself. So let's get started with what's really happening in her mind right now. When she finally opens up after going silent, she's not thinking, oh, great, we're fixed. She's thinking, have I just made myself vulnerable again? Is this really safe? Can I trust him? She's testing the waters. And your response in the first 48 hours is her answer. Most men treat the breakthrough like the finish line. It's not. Okay, it's the starting line. And if you celebrate too early, push too hard, or go back to normal too fast, you'll watch her close right back up, sometimes faster than before. So let's talk about the 3 mistakes that kill your progress and what to do instead. And the first deadly mistake is the relief dump. Here's what happens. She opens up. You feel this huge wave of relief. Finally, she's talking. The tension's breaking. And in that relief, you then dump everything you've been holding back. Everything. You start talking about your feelings, your perspective, how hard this has been for you. You might start planning the future. Oh, so we're good now. Can we go forward? Stop. You just made it about you. You just made it about you because she took a risk opening up. And instead of holding that space open for her, you filled it with your own relief. Now she's thinking, he actually doesn't want to hear me. He just wants to go back to normal. The problem is the relief dump pushes her away because it signals you're not actually interested in understanding her or the problems. You're interested in making yourself feel better. And believe you me, she can feel that difference immediately. The second mistake is pushing for more. Right, so she's opened up a little, she's shared something vulnerable, and now you want more. You start asking follow-up questions. You're digging deeper, trying to really understand what's going on. You think inside that you're showing interest that she's going to really respect. But here's what she actually hears. What you gave me isn't enough. I need more from you right now. That's her voice, her inner voice. She just took a huge risk of being vulnerable. And instead of letting her control the pace, you're pushing for way more. And to her, that feels like real hard pressure. And that will make her shut down because pushing for more, it shows her that you don't respect her boundaries. Even if your intentions are good, it feels like you're taking instead of receiving. And that makes her regret opening up to you in the first place. Yes, there's another mistake coming, and that's going back to normal too fast. That's mistake number 3. Going in too fast, it's sneaky. She opens up, you have a good conversation, and then you act like everything is fine. You go back to your normal routine. Maybe you crack your usual silly jokes. You try to be affectionate. And maybe you just go about your day like nothing's happened. And you think you're showing her, see, oh, we're okay now. But she's thinking, did he even take me seriously? Does he understand how hard this has been for me? She's disappointed. Now, going back to normal too fast, it just minimizes what has just happened. It tells her the conversation didn't actually impact you. And if it didn't impact you, why would she even bother opening up again? Now, I'll tell you, the 3 mistakes all have something in common. They're all about your comfort, not hers. Which is why she shuts down again. You've made it about yourself. So I've given you a lot about the mistakes. So how can you solve this? Okay, what's the bridge to a solution? What do you do instead? Well, here is a 3-step system. That establishes what I call the safety proof. It's a 3-step system. Now, if you remember from the last video, and I suggest you go back and watch it if you haven't seen it, she's watching to see if you're actually safe to open up to. These 3 steps prove it. The first one is to acknowledge without celebrating. right? Because when she opens up, your first move is simple. Just acknowledge what happened, own it without making it about you. And hear what that sound, what it sounds like is, thanks for sharing that with me. I know that wasn't easy. Right? Just be grateful. Express gratitude for her taking that leap of faith with you. That's it. No relief, no big celebration, just a simple acknowledgement that she took that risk and you received it gratefully. The key word here is to say thank you. It positions her vulnerability as a gift you're receiving, not a problem that you're solving for yourself. The second step back is to match her emotional pace. This can be a tough one because you're probably relieved that they're actually speaking again. But after you've made the acknowledgement, watch her energy. Is she still talking? Is she a bit quieter than usual? Give her some space. Right? You're trying to match the pace, not force it. Why don't you just want to sort of set a nice flow between the two of you? Now, if she goes quiet, don't panic. All right, don't try and just fill the void with words. Let it sit because she's processing her feelings. It's quite a shock after a silence, and that's the safety proof in action. That's what I teach and coach so often, and it works because she's watching to see if you can handle her pace without you pushing your own agenda, which is probably way faster than she wants. Now, the third step is to create space for more. Create space to grow. Now, after she's shared and you've matched her pace, your final move is to create space for more without demanding it. And here's the phrase, I'm here if there's more you want to share with me. And if it's not, that's okay too. Write it down, keep it by your mirror, and remember to deploy it when you have those feelings that you want to express. It's powerful because it does three things. One, it invites without pressuring. Second, it respects boundaries. And third, it keeps the door open without forcing her through it. And that may encourage her to share more right then. She might not, but either way, you've proven that you are safe. You've gone this far, so let's see what happens next. And here's what most men do not realize. The breakthrough conversation isn't the win. The 48 hours after it are. You will pass that test. You will become that person she wants to keep opening up to. And that's when the real connection starts to rebuild. But that 48 hours, my friend, is crucial. Again, I'll repeat, if you haven't watched part 1 of this series on how to break through when she goes silent, watch that next. Okay, watch it next. The link is in the bio. And do subscribe to this channel because part 3 is coming. And this is how to rebuild the emotional connection after you've got this together. I'm Jim McKenzie. I would love you to subscribe to this channel. Tell me how you're doing in the comments. I try and read everyone and reply to you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next part of this series. Thanks for watching.